Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 14 of my gameplay series on Willamina Forest. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Willamina Forest. So, this is almost exactly where we left off. Matter of fact, it is exactly where we left off. I just loaded up in the game and went over to this tractor. So, first off, that bed and breakfast, I forgot to add it in whose idea it was in the last video, so I'm going to mention them right now. So that was Timothy M. Timothy M commented saying I should add a hotel and bar for my workers. So the hotel is in. I may add a bar later, so I wanted to mention that as well. Okay, and then the other thing, I added in the mod for today, since I haven't added one. I know it's 3:18 in the afternoon right now, but I need to bump our time back up. We were down. I also need to fix our money too, but anyhow, I'll do that in a second. I literally just loaded up because we were doing the landscaping over there. So it seemed like you guys enjoyed the landscaping. The other episode came out 4 hours ago, and you guys don't have any negative comments about don't ever do that again. So I don't know, I might do something like that again if I do another big upgrade. We got a couple ideas for that. It's not gonna be something that's gonna happen obviously in every episode, but so let me cross off that was our 5th town upgrade, was that bed and breakfast setup. So we'll keep going. We're day 17 here. Yeah, day 17. But okay, so the mod I added in for today was an idea by Peedle, and this is the nope, it's not in there. John Deere 40 series. Here it is. These guys right here, which I used them on Sandy Bay 19 if you watch that series a little bit. They're cool horsepower, They do have good horsepower, but they're cool tractors. So I just added them in. I didn't know what else other mod to add in, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but yesterday's mod of the day was the Fleagle Autoload timber trailer. Did I mention that? So it's over. So these guys, yeah, these guys here. So they are auto-load trailers. No, I'm not going to buy them and use them as auto-load out here. And you're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. What I mean by that is I will simulate it or kind of role-play it as if I hired someone to load the logs and haul them for me, and I'll make a payment for that, and they will come to that. So yeah, I just added that, and I thought it was a good mod. Is it going to still create a field for me? No, I need to turn that back on. But as far as everything goes on this, we got our sugar beet harvest. I think there's still some to be sold. Yeah, I got to get these guys out to the BGA before today ends, so we get a good payment for that. The bunker silo, did I compact it? Let me go visit it real quick here. I don't think I compacted it. No, I need to get the our FDR down here, compact this in, and get this fermenting, so that way hopefully tomorrow we can sell it. And then what I do need to do as well, let me turn grass on here. I need to go through, I need to obviously finish this up, and then I need to plant sugar beets again on here, and I need to fertilize this and then fertilize this 2 states. So I have a little bit of work as far as actual farm work goes. And then I am going to try to, in this episode, clear some more of this out and start working on getting us another field down there along that. I also may, in this episode, I may not, but I think I probably will. I work a little bit more on the road and getting it fixed up. So if you remember from last episode, I'll hop up here. Oh, we're inside of this thing. Well, this is not good. Can we get out of here? That's a negative. Wait. Oh, it's almost a way out. Let's hop in this guy. Okay. So I did this as a time lapse and got this whole setup done, but I want to do the other side of this road relatively soon. That way it just kind of all matches. But yeah, I like this setup quite a bit better, having it kind of like that. It looks better than just having a sheer cliff face there. So I think that kind of having it hilled up would be more realistic to how it would probably end up in the real world anyways. And I think it looks nicer. So I think I'm going to continue with that. And I'll probably do that anywhere else I do a road like that. But yeah, I might continue this road up, make this more of an official road heading up this way and do some more stuff up above, or I don't know, kind of extend it out. I want to make it so even though I'm upgrading stuff, there's still tons of trees. Like, it feels like they built a town, carved it into the forest, which is essentially what we're doing. So I do want to keep kind of that feel to it. But let's hop back over here, get this guy down here. So yeah, that's kind of the feel I'm going for. That's what I want to accomplish with everything I'm doing. So that's kind of the goal. Let me get this perfect. And I know I added in those tractors. That's not saying I'm necessarily going to use those tractors or anything like that. I probably will. I like them quite a bit. I think I am going to incorporate into this gameplay series as kind of a test run for another gameplay series I'm thinking of doing in the future. I'm going to incorporate some random events. And by random events, I mean specifically, I mean random events involving tractors. So I'm going to say if the tractor has more than 20 hours, or it has 0 to 20 hours, every day in game, I kind of just will, I'll have a dice or something I'll randomize, and I'll roll it to see, okay, you know, let's say I roll a really bad roll and it's like, okay, the engine needed to be replaced. Something's crazy like that, or it gets a flat tire. So different maintenance stuff like that. And then I'm also going to say that for the more hours the tractor has, like that, say now I have to roll the dice twice a day for if the tractor has more on it. So, or make it at least more probable, let's say between 20 and 40 hours, and 40 to 60, then 60 to 80, then 80 to 100. So essentially I kind of have to retire the equipment after so many hours. That way it kind of makes it a little bit more, I know that the hour level is probably not realistic as far as tractors go, but just to kind of make it more difficult. So I think I would enjoy doing something like that. So I think I am going to plan on that. But let's get this guy down to the BGA. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep working my way that way. I'll still do some wood chipping and stuff like that. Wood chipping is nice because it's actually a lot faster to get it wood chipped out of the way. But I still want to do the big trees as far as forestry because we still need the money. But as far as the actual money we have, I know that that's inaccurate. We have $64,000. And if you remember last episode, we paid $100,000 off of this. So we only owe $150,000, and we have $64,000 actually in the bank, not that amount there. So I'll probably fix that once I go off camera here in a sec. But that's just an update for us. That's kind of where we're sitting. So I'm going to get all that stuff done, and I'll probably see you guys in the morning would be my guess. But yeah, like I would guess the morning. So anyhow, that's what I have for you. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, it is morning time. We got $68,456 yesterday from the BGA. Well, overnight, I guess. So everything's double fertilized. Sugar beets are growing, so everything's going well. Didn't get a whole lot else done. We were actually up till like 10 at night getting that done. So, oh, I did bump it down because I was doing something over in the town. But yeah, so we were up till 10 doing stuff. I did get the weeds out of there. They popped up as I was doing the second level of fertilization, so that was part of the reason why we were up so late last night. But it's all good now. It's done and over with. Everything's growing. So today's main focus is going to be to clear this stuff out over here. So yeah, be a lot of forestry going on today for sure. We do have some money in the bank, so I am thinking about buying. Thinking about getting us a different forestry trailer. I'm going to be just honest about it. Oh, that's right, they're under, I was like, where are all the forestry trailers that I'm looking for? I'm looking for the FDR ones, but they're under here. Here we are. Okay, so this guy I'm thinking about getting right here because it's got two. I can either do long logs or I can do just big ones, which I think I'm probably just gonna end up doing whole tree. It's just across that. I don't know, I don't think I think you make less actually, but we'll take a look at doing this one. I think that's 22,500. So we're gonna buy that. We're gonna need a dolly, so we're gonna go into here and look at dollies, and we're gonna buy that one for 9,000. So, yeah, we'll do standards. Fine, buy that, and then I'm assuming our case shouldn't have any issues. I did switch it to narrows because I was doing the weeding, but it didn't actually matter at the end of the day. But we'll get some wides put the back. Actually, how's our silage doing real quick? Let me check that. Ooh, so we're gonna sell that first thing as well. Fantastic. So we'll get that sold. 97,000 liters there will get sold off. Let me think here. Anything else we need to get going? Trying to think. I didn't add in a mod yet today. Yeah, I didn't add one in yet today, but we will get one added in. Let me get this guy over. Let's get him over and get him fixed up and good to go. We're sending him to go pick up that trailer, so that trailer might be the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll hold on to the Johnston one for now in case I have like some severe struggles with that, but I would assume we could probably sell that one after we get going with that. So let's go in here. Oop, I guess we could clean it off over here. I'm not too worried about it. Nope, come on. That guy. There we go. Customize. We'll do, I think I had Michelin's on there. Yeah, Michelin wides. There we go. Because I could, have the most up. That's right. We upgraded the engine. Okay, perfect. No cost to getting that good to go. And then I'm going to send this guy off to the store. There we go. But yeah, my goal this episode would be to not only make money off of forestry, obviously, because we want to do that every episode, but I would like to get, let me get him going here. I'd like to get that field started up there, even if we're not getting it to the point where we're getting ready to plant it, but It would be nice to start getting that going up there. Let me grab the Fiat, or is the Fiat? Yeah, it's the Fiat. I was like, no, it's the Fendt. No, it's not the Fendt, it's the Fiat. I always want to call it the other way around, but anyhow. Let me get this guy up here. I'm gonna get him over by where the Brux is at, because we'll use this trailer here to put wood chips in. This one's easier to use than the chain trailer, I think, for most things, but it's just nice to have the chain trailers as an alternative method, and they're kind of fun to have, so. But, and I think this was, so the trailer I just picked out, that is an idea from Arne A. Arne A said we should get the 2x8 log trailer, so that's the one that has the two 8-foot or 8-meter log sections on it, or at least it's capable of doing that. So thank you for that. Corey also said we should get a bigger log trailer, so that kind of satisfies that as well. We now have a larger log trailer that we can use. Looking down the list here, trying to see if there's anyone else I need to give a shout out to for any reason whatsoever. I talked about Pedal and the, yeah, okay. I think that's everyone on here. Trying to look at my list here, make sure I'm not missing anyone. Yeah, at least for the time being. I mean, there's different stuff on here that I'm not going to say yet because we may include it later on. But, yeah. I'm just going to park this guy here. Actually, let's get this trailer out of the way. All right. Perfect. We get this guy out of the way. I'm not going to park it too far away because I don't know if we'll end up using it or not. I would hope not, but we'll kind of just have to see how it goes. Perfect. Okay. Probably gonna just keep you... Actually, I'm gonna keep you hooked up to that trailer. That's right. Like I say, there's a reason I brought you over here. I'm losing my mind, guys. Losing it. But Sugar Beet's looking good. That's good. Oh man, it's probably because I've been playing Farming Simulator all day. That happens to you sometimes. It's a lot of Farming Simulator, but I love it. I can never get enough. All right, perfect. All right, so yeah, we'll keep working our way here. Because before we can start the field's gonna go... Let's just do this real quick. Let's just do a quick survey of the area. And we'll do that. Okay. So I'm thinking, so you see that the ravines here, this guy, how bad is it here? Can that be smooth? That's a significant hill. Where does that hill go from? Let me just go straight up here because you can, the trees will go away. Okay, that hill is pretty good actually going up. So let me, kind of goes at an angle there. Well, maybe this will be one of those things where we clear it and we see kind of what the landscape is. I bet you we can smooth a lot of it, but even if we had a field go up to here, like hit that and go up to here, that would be a decent sized field, so I'd be happy with that as well. But yeah, I want to get a lot of this stuff cleared out. Yeah. I know it's going to look kind of barren. Someone left a comment saying it looks weird without trees on it. Well, I mean, it does. It is true, but we're making it into a big farm. I am going to try to keep some of the trees in, obviously, because I think they add to it a little bit. So I might keep some of the ones on the very bottom edge here on there just to kind of have them, and then I'll kind of start the field a little bit further over. But yeah, so we'll get a lot of wood chips from those small trees in there. I think we get about 4,000 liters per small tree, or somewhere in that range, I think. And then we obviously have a lot of the bigger, taller trees to do. Maybe what we'll do is a test too in this video and do one load of the long trees on our new trailer that is just turn that off. That's just doing the full tree at a time, and then we'll do another test with a load that's just two sets of doing them at 8-meter lengths or 6-meter lengths. So we'll test out a couple things and see which one makes a little bit more money for us. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Is he up at the store yet? Oh yeah, let's go take a look at this bad boy. I forgot we still have stuff up here. Seeds and various things and what have you. Yeah, that's a pretty beefy log trailer for us, I think, to use. So that'll be a good upgrade. And eventually we will get a truck to pull it, but for the time being, this is going to work just fine for us, and it's probably best suitable for our operation because we really can't afford a truck right now. I mean, maybe after today doing logging, we'll be able to afford one. Oh man, is this thing that heavy? That could be a problem. Holy cow. Wow. Ooh, that thing is heavy. Wow. Okay, we might have to... I'll talk to the people in the store and see if they can't trade us out for a different model here. So give me just 1 second. All right, so this one is one we got now. The one I went with, where is it at? It's under Forestry Equipment here. I went with this guy because I thought it was a good fit. This is one of the ones that can do auto load or auto loading. I'm not going to use it as an auto load trailer unless I do that thing where I talked about role playing it and everything like that. But it's a good fit. It was $4,500 more than the other option, but I think it'll work for us. Yeah, see, it's got all that auto load for wood and everything like that. Wow, there's a lot of controls on there. But anyhow, this will be a good start for us as far as... Oh, I forgot. I had to fix this stuff up over here. Yeah, there's that problem here, but I'll fix it up later. Anyhow, so this will be a good upgraded trailer for us to use. I can still do a test where I'm doing some short ones on here as well as full trees, so I still might look into doing that. But yeah, that's what we got now. I talked to the store, they just traded it straight across the board since we couldn't tow it, so yeah, that's what I got. Let's see. Oh, as far as money goes yesterday, that was separate. That doesn't count as our income or anything. 34,908 is all we earned yesterday. Let me find my notebook here. 34,908. So nothing too big there. Let's see where that puts us as far as total income. So 34,908 plus, let me see here. Plus our previous balance of $1,593,348. That puts us up to $1,628,256. So there we go. We're up that high, and we're on day 18 here in game. Sorry, I'm knocking stuff around my desk. Okay. So yeah, that's where we're sitting at. Oh, also yesterday I mentioned when I had the exorbitant amount of money that I would subtract the wages. I did subtract the wages when I brought it back in, if you remember that, because I was getting billed for, I was billing for workers when I had, I had all that money in there because I was doing the upgrades and stuff. But anyhow, guys, I will see you in a bit. I'm gonna get this back, and I'm gonna get our first load up on here, and then I'll bring you guys back in. Alright, so not much time has passed. I have a full load of wood chips already. I went through and knocked out a bunch of the small trees. As you can see, we're working our way through there. But wood chips really aren't, I mean, the prices aren't good. So I think what I want to do is build a silo that's going to hold them. And then I want to wait until we get a great demand and then sell them for at least 200 or plus per 1,000 liters. So I think we'll do that just because we don't need the money per se right away, at least our wood chip money. So let's go into here, and I think we are going to go with the MF silo, which was, oh goodness, who commented that? Let me look it up real quick. It was, oh shoot, I don't even know. Red Turbo 66 said we should use it in no man's land, but I think we're going to do the red one because I think it'll match better with the way our farm will end up eventually. Yes, we're going to use this grassed area. I think it'll be a good spot for it. I want to be over a little bit. See how much that's... No, I don't need it set in. Yeah, probably close to like that. We'll go right there. Okay, that should be fine. Let's turn that off, and let's jump back in over here to, okay, get this baby built. Nice, fantastic. That's such a cool animation. Perfect. And that's where I wanted the tunnel. Okay, yeah, it has racks on it, which is awesome as well. We'll just leave it open, I think, probably. This does hold wood chips, right? I just totally forgot to say. It's a multi-fruit, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. I thought I remembered it doing that, but I just didn't check. Let's do some landscaping around that. Yes. Probably just that dirt up to it is probably fine. Yeah, just something like that. And that's a bit of a hill there, so let's see if we can't smooth that out a bit. I don't know how much that actually helped, but we'll call it good. Ah, fair amount. That's pretty good there. Okay. Awesome. That's where we will put our wood chips. Let's get that baby tested out. Get its maiden voyage done. That might be on the thumbnail now too. I can probably put a full load of logs next to it. Oh. And this thing, the only thing I do not like about the Fiat is it has a terrible turn radius. Absolutely horrendous. This thing does not want to turn to save its life, but it's, you know, it is what it is. Which we'll just deal with it because we got it. So eventually we might, this would probably be the first tractor we'd sell off and upgrade. We might get one of those cheaper modded ones. I'm really looking at that. I think I might get that John Deere 40 series, but I also want to try out that other pack too, so I might actually do that. Not a lot of money. I know we just drained our money a little bit. We're down to 28 grand, but we're doing okay. Everything is going to be great. Oh, I need to take care of the silage. I forgot about it. See, that's how scatterbrained I am. I already forgot about the silage, but yeah, this will be a good way to do it. We could actually now use the TLX to put wood chips and stuff in, since this is a pull through, so this will be easy to do. Now, yeah, again, it might hit the roof a little bit, but it'll be fine. It's fine. As long as, oh goodness, as long as it gets it all in there, we'll call it good. Yeah, that worked out. I mean, not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that does look weird off in the distance. It looks weird without trees. You're right. Oh, whoever it was that said that. I mean, I know there's trees there, but they're just not, they're so far away, they're not rendered in yet. It just looks strange. You know, it's starting to look more and more normal as we get closer. Yeah, that back tree line, once it kind of renders in, yeah, now it looks pretty normal. But it just looks weird before that. But anyhow, I wanted to bring you guys in for that because it's not every day you place something new on the farm. So now we have that, which I think that's a fantastic addition to the farm. That'll be a good place. Now we can store crops if we want. We can store sugar beets. I mean, sugar beets, it doesn't matter because the BJ is always paying out the same price. But if we want to do other crops or anything like that, we can store those. Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else for you. I'll see you guys in a bit. Just a little bit more in there, but yeah. So I'm gonna keep working, and yeah, I'll keep getting some more logs put on there and everything like that. Oh, by the way, just might as well mention this while you're here. So one of these tall trees is 2 lengths of this. 2 of the long logs on here essentially is one of the tall trees. That's what I've been doing. I think that'll work out pretty well for us. So anyhow, I'll see you guys later on. All right, here we are. So we're gonna sell our first large load. Let's see how many trees we got. 1, 2, 3, or how many logs we have. I'll be able to tell how many trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Looks like. So about 11 trees then ish. So let's see. I know I probably could have loaded a little bit better. It seemed like this end didn't want to load, but anyhow. So 11 trees ish. Let's see. Hopefully it's big money. All right, 41,000. We'll take that. That did pretty well. The next load I want to try to see if we make more is I'm going to go ahead and load this up essentially with 2. I'm going to load it up with just kind of lesser logs. I don't know how to put it. 2 kind of half-ish lengths of that. So that was probably those are probably 16-meter logs or so. Something severe, but I do want to get this other side of this road done at some point. But yeah, I don't know. We'll get her done again at some point. I'm not sure when I'm going to wrap this episode up, mostly because I ran a little bit behind recording. I think I'm still trying to catch up from my vacation. So No Man's Land came out yesterday. Hopefully when this got posted, I went up there, by the way, and got that stump, that loose stump that was up there. But anyhow, this setup is doing pretty well, and I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the reason the FDR stuff wasn't working is because I completely forgot you need their stuff to move it in general, because it's so heavy, it's so intense, if you will. But this is fine for us. This is working just fine. Or at least I'm assuming that's the reason the FDR stuff didn't work. There's no reason, there's something I was doing wrong, let me know, but obviously it's not having any issues pulling this guy around, so I am happy using this, but yeah, let me think. I don't think I have anything else to add. The farm's doing good. That's about it. If we're getting 40,000 a load, that's gonna be pretty good. If we can get another load or two today, if we get 2 more loads today, that'd be if we get our 80 Gs, that'd be great. But everything is obviously still growing. Oh, geez. There we go. Everything's still growing, and get back out that way I don't hit anything, but everything's looking good. So yeah, I'm not sure if when we'll get this field over here done, but hopefully relatively quickly. So that's the plan. Actually, I wonder, I could probably hook that log trailer up too and haul more at a time. That might be a bit much for this tractor, so I'll probably stick with this, and that'd be hard to kind of sell that. So I'll probably honestly just stick with this, but I think I'm gonna leave those trees there. This is probably gonna get maybe smoothed or flattened a little bit more, because I don't really want that road to obviously head up a hill like that, but oof, it's gonna be some pricey landscaping. I do need to come through here actually, and need to get some of those small trees knocked out again, but anyhow, I'm gonna keep working on getting some forestry and stuff done. Again, I don't know when I'm gonna wrap up this episode. This one might be a touch shorter, looking at time wise and just kind of what I have going on, but if it is, I think you guys will be okay with that. We'll catch up this next week, and I should have plenty of time to record and get ourselves good to go and caught back up. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so this is, I think, the same amount of trees. I think it's 11, but it's kind of the two. There is one big long one across the bottom, but that was when I was adjusting it to try to get it all set up. So, I mean, it's not gonna be a perfect result, but if this is significantly more or about the same, then we'll know one way or another. But it was definitely easier to do the longer logs, I think. Yeah, I think it was a little bit easier. But anyhow, we'll drive this up. We will see. I still haven't done the silage yet. I actually need to do that. I probably should do that before we end the episode. But yeah, we'll run this up and see what we get for it. But yeah, I'm super curious actually. Should be 11 trees on here. Yeah, obviously that front load is a little skewed there, but we got it on, and that's what matters. So, oh boy. Well, anyhow. Actually, I think that guy right there, you can see the long, as long as I don't crash, but that's the long one that goes all the way up. But yeah, other than that happening, it was pretty seamless. And actually, I thought this would be a lot more difficult than the other one, but it wasn't that much more. I mean, it was a little bit more time consuming, a little bit more difficult, but not by much really. It was a little harder to get them to sit on, I will say, just to make sure that they're not going to fall off and stuff. But in general, it worked out really well, so I'm happy with it. But we'll see what we get for it to see what's actually worth it. Because if it's the same or pretty close, I'm just going to do the longer logs because they're easier. I have heard that you do get paid more by doing kind of this method here, so we'll see. If this is 50 grand here, then well, this is probably the better way to do it. That extra 10 grand will be worthwhile for sure. So, oh, easy. All right, let's go see the moment of truth. 37. Okay, so that actually might have been less trees, so it's probably about the same. Because I think I'm trying to think if I did it or not, but anyhow, what we are probably going to do then, I know it wasn't the most accurate test, but we're probably just going to do the long logs then if it's not that big of a difference. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. I probably should have fastened them down with more tension straps. I just use the two, because every time I load a tree on there, I tension strap them down, or the logs that I put on there and cut and put on there down, because I just inevitably I will knock over the tractor, the trailer, or whatever I have, which as I have done before with the FDR. Since it's so big and kind of bulky, I'll knock it over. So I just tension strap it down every time I unload a log onto it, just to make sure that I don't have too many issues with that. Anyhow, that worked out. Yeah, there's definitely more stuff I want to add to the town. I might do like little stuff that's not really a big deal kind of upgrade, but yeah, the upgrade kind of portion is more or less stuff that's going to kind of help us out, help the farm out, stuff that could be used around the farm or could be done with the farm, you know, stuff that would matter for the farm, different sell points, different ways to make money for us, different stuff like that. So that's why those types of things matter. Did I put a mod in today? I swore, oh yeah, I did the John Deere 40, right? John Deere 40 series? Yeah, I'm sure I put a mod in this, yeah, I'm sure that was what it was. I can't remember if I did 2 days or 1. I'll have to look when I'm editing. Oh, I always forget. I'm like, what mod am I on? But anyhow, I probably should I need to get that silage going. That's probably my next priority. Let's get that going. Let me go dump this off. We'll grab the milling machine. Yeah. I think that's how we'll do it. Seems to work out pretty good. I'll probably trade out the Fiat, grab the trailer from the Fiat, because I'll probably want to use the Joskin trailer for transporting the silage. Just because I think that'll be the easiest way to go about it. We are clearing out a significant portion of this. I mean, maybe not super significant, but I mean, out of this little zone here, we've gotten a bunch of wood chips and almost 80 grand in wood. So, I mean, we're going to do okay. This is a lot more hilly here than I thought it was going to be. But it's all right. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. And I'll empty these wood chips into the silo as well here. I do have more small trees there. I got a lot of small trees in there. I need a, oh, there's tons in there. I need a wood chip. I think that does actually speed things up quite a bit, being able to wood chip those. This thing's really struggling to pull this up the hill. Just wood chipping those just speeds up just progress so much better. All right, let's get this guy down here. All right. Perfect. I don't know why I need the lights on that, but I do, I guess. Middle of the day. I think I should be able to, in this in-game day, I should be able to get another load of trees out and their little logs out. Yeah, just because, oh, geez, got some air there. Yeah, definitely needs, there's some severe landscaping. That might just be something that's super expensive for us just to get that flattened out. I mean, that's probably going to cost 50, 60 grand to get that flattened out and smoothed out kind of the way I would want it. Oh, it's going to cost so much money, but that's okay. We got to get it done if we want to get things kind of set up the way we want them. Because I'd rather just do it right the first time and have everything landscaped kind of how we want it, even if it costs a little bit more first. That way we're not going back through after we've created fields and are working with stuff and have to change it all or redo a bunch of it. So I think that'll be preferable to get it done the right way first. That dumped off. I mean, we're doing what, 60, 70 grand a oh geez, that's right, I forgot about that. We're doing 60, 70 grand a harvest on there we go, right there. 60, 70 grand a harvest on the sugar beets, which is fantastic. So why did I hop out? Oh, I have my fingers. Sometimes I'll have my fingers just adjusted the wrong spots on the keyboard, and I'll do stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get around and get this bad boy. Ooh, that did some weird stuff there. I barely bumped that trailer, if even at all. Weird. Great. They in there? Great. That's gonna be great to get out. Hopefully that's not stuck actually, like legitimately stuck too bad. All right, let's back up here, get this guy loaded up. So this should work out okay. The milling machine's been kind of strange on this map, which I don't know what it, or I guess in this save, I don't know how to put it, but I never had any issues on No Man's Land doing this sort of thing here, but I don't know, occasionally it has issues on here. Like right now it seems to be doing fine, but occasionally it'll just not want to pick stuff up the way I want it to, but I guess that's okay. We just gotta kind of work with it. We do have the bucket over there and stuff. We haven't used the front loader really. We might end up selling off the front loader actually if we're not using it. Because even if we do start loading logs again, we're probably not gonna use the front loader. That's tricky. That's a tricky call to make. Selling that bad boy off. We might end up doing that because we probably don't. You know what? Let's do that. We don't. It's hard to justify using it. Actually, you know what? Let's get this guy good to go so we can send him up to the BGA and then we'll sell that off. We just don't use it enough, really. I'm trying to think of any reason I should hold on to it. Like, I'm nervous to sell it, but I mean, seriously, the worst case scenario. See, this is what happens. It's doing some weird stuff now where it's not. I want to pick it up sometimes. It should be picking that up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I see, that's so strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Weird. Come on, let's get a full load here. Yeah, super strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Very odd. Yeah, I've never had that issue before with the milling machine. Just on this, maybe it's, I don't know, it could be the bunker side, it could be any number of things that's going on. Let's try to load from the other side to see if we can't top off that last 6% there. Because with my luck, if I don't fill it all the way up every time, it'll be just a bonus load. Oh, maybe it's the trailer. Like, as in it's not reaching the trailer. Yeah, because I saw down there the milling machine. Oh, geez, it's turned off. The milling machine was showing up as, like, full. Oh, baby, I bet you it's the trailer, not the milling machine. Darn it. Well, we'll address that later. I'll fix that up in a second. Let's go sell this baby off, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode there, I want to say. Yeah, let's get all this stuff over there. We'll just sell it off at our sell point here. Well, actually, the buckets and equipment, it's going to matter by, you know, 10s, 20s, 30s of dollars to sell them over there versus over here. But, all right, let's put this guy. So we'll just sell those off out of the store menu here in a second. All right. Nope, I don't want to wash it. There we go. Repair, yes, and I think it was 40 grand, yeah. And we can't do that one anyways. Okay, so we'll go here, garage. Some of this obviously isn't our stuff. Where's it at? There we go. Okay, sell that guy off. Beautiful. And we will sell the adapter because we're not going to need that. I'll sell the big bag handler. Oh, I've been using it to move pallets around though. Darn it. Well, it's too late. We just sold it. So, oh, we might have to buy the Bobcat back. Oh no. I don't know. We'll probably be fine. We don't really need to move pallets around that. It's not that big of a deal. We probably should honestly. Actually, we could put this stuff in here. Of course, we could put all the stuff we have over there in here because this is the multi-fruit. Okay, that's what we'll end up doing. We'll probably leave it there, and then when we do stuff in the future, we'll bring it over here and kind of trailer loads. But 150 grand, you know what that means? We could theoretically pay off our debt here. So actually probably, how much did we get off of? Almost 80 grand. Or yeah, almost 80 grand of stuff today. 68 from that. We got a lot of money we made today. Okay, let's go ahead and pay off. We'll just do another 100 grand. Why not? I mean, hardly anything on the interest, but okay, so I'll get the silage sold off and everything like that, but I think we are going to wrap up the episode here just because of time constraints for me. I'd rather put out a slightly shorter episode that has the same quality versus one that's longer but sucks. So, all right, everyone, I'm not sure if you thought the episode was over or not, but it is not. I forgot to tell a police story when I was editing. I realized that. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit it all together. I might close out the other one, or it might, I don't know. I'll figure out something. But anyhow, right when you thought it was going to end. So I figured I'd tell a police story real quick while I'm just taking out some of these trees here on the side. So, anywho, this is a while ago. A while ago, I got dispatched to this guy that was in a drive-thru at a fast food restaurant, refusing to leave. So, I start heading that way. I guess he's calling them inappropriate words and everything like that. Just being kind of just think of a crummy human being. That's what he was being. So anyhow, so I start heading there. I get there first. There's two other officers on their way to kind of back me up to make sure everything's good to go. And I see the guy, he's still in the drive-thru. Car matches the description, guy matches the description that I was given. So I go up, contact him, and I could tell he's super angry just by the look on his face. And I say, hey, can you go ahead and park over there? Like, pointing so I can get their drive-thru moving, because there's a huge line. So I'm like, hey, can you go park over there just so we can, you know, figure this out and then get the drive-thru moving? He's like, no! Just yells at me. I'm like, no, how about you do go park over there now? And he does. He moves, zooms off in his car, parks, and I start walking up. And as I'm I'm probably, I don't know, 30 feet away from the car. I walk up to the car, and this big guy, like probably 6-7 inches taller than me, definitely heavier than me, gets out of the car. And I'm not a small person per se. I'm not huge either. I mean, I'm almost 6 feet tall, so I'm a relatively tall human being. I'm pretty, I would say pretty average. Anyhow, I don't know what the actual average human height is, but so he hops out and he starts walking straight towards me, just hands are clenched as a fist. I'm like, great, I'm gonna have to fight this stupid guy. So anyhow, I say, whoa, stop. go sit back in your car. And he goes, no, I'm going in there to get my cheeseburgers. I'm like, no, you're not. And then I put my hand up to him, like, to stop him, and he smacks my hand off of him, and I'm like, okay, that was the line crossed right there. I was like, all right, put your hands behind your back. And then he's like, no, and I was like, you need to put your hands behind your back. And at that point, I got on the radio, said, other units, step it up. And as if by magic, like 3 seconds later, 2 police cars opposite sides of the parking lot come right in to back me up, and I'm like, perfect. So anyhow, I finally, once everyone else was there, and I didn't have to end up fighting him, but finally got him to sit down. And all of that, I didn't charge him with assault 3, which I definitely maybe should have. And I'll explain why I should have in a bit. So I was just going to warn him for assaulting a police officer, which is a felony. Because I was like, yeah, I get you just slapped my hand, but you can't do that to people, much less a police officer. But anyhow, so I'll get that tree later. We figure out what's going on. He had gotten 2 cheeseburgers like an hour ago, and he wanted them to not put like ketchup on them or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. And so then he got him home and he realized they did put it on there. And so then he came back just angry in the drive-thru, and they're trying to work with him. And we talked to them. They're like, yeah, we were trying to work with him to get him some cheeseburgers, but we said we had to get a manager involved, and he got super upset and started calling us names and all this other stuff. Made one of the employees at the restaurant start crying. So I was like, that's anyhow. So we get her calmed down, make sure she's okay, and then we get him a trespass from the restaurant, so he's not allowed to go back there. If he does go back there, he'd be immediately arrested for trespassing. And I warned him for the assault. And then the reason I should have probably arrested him is because they ended up dealing with him after I left. That was towards the end of my shift. Later that night, they dealt with him 3 more times for not the same incident, obviously, but similar incidents. And finally, on the 4th one, they had a different crime that they arrested him for. I think they ended up arresting him for a driving crime of some type. But anyhow, yeah, so there's my police story. I figured I would just throw one of those in here at the end. I know, not super exciting, but I think I forgot to put one in the last episode, and I try to put them in every episode, but again, I get super engrossed into what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, yeah, we need to just keep doing this and that and the other thing, but anyhow, is that the lumber mill off over? It is. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how I might do this. I might actually smooth this all the way across over to the lumber mill. Yeah, I might smooth that out more, but I might, yeah, it's gonna look a little bit different. It'll look weird without trees here, but I think I have a way I could place some trees in here to make it look a little better. So yeah, we'll do some stuff with this. Maybe I'll do that as a time lapse. I come up with a plan and we'll do that as a time lapse, because a few of you seem to enjoy that, so I'll throw those in there every so often. Me doing maybe upgrades, I'll do time lapses of it. I know a couple of you, or someone requested a specific time lapse. I know who you are, and I don't have my sheet in front of me, but I will probably end up doing that at some point. But anyhow, this is now the end. So if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. But anyhow, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you for coming and watching.